Hello, I'm Dr. Vijay, working as an associate professor in the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering from Institute of Aeronautical Engineering. Welcome to Digital System Design Laboratory. In this session, we are going to design the carry look ahead adder by using VHDL modeling. See the propagation delay factor, how we are going to remove by using this particular logic of the carry look ahead adder. And this is the carry look ahead adder VHDL code, and of course the functionality is similar to the binary adder. And here we have considered the inputs A, B and C in, and the outputs are S and C out. Here the S is the 4-bit vector, as we are going to add the two inputs A and B of size 4 bits each, and initially we are considering one carry input, and based on this carry input also we are going to compute the sum of that individual adder. And here I have developed the logic by using the structural style of VHDL programming. Here I have declared one partial full adder which is going to perform these three operations. Those are calculation of its sum based on the inputs A, B and C in of that particular full adder, and for which we are going to calculate the propagate and generate outputs also. That means if we see the particular logic of this partial full adder, we know the propagate signal is nothing but XOR operation for that individual adders two inputs, nothing but A and B, whereas generate is nothing but the AND operation on the given two inputs, here nothing but A and B. That means by using this partial full adder, we are going to calculate the sum, propagate and generate values, and which is actually used multiple times in this particular carry look ahead adder, and we are going to simplify the control process by using this structural style of programming. And we know the logic for these carry signals of that individual adders, because we are considering the 4-bit inputs A and B, so that it is going to have 4 full adders, and for those full adders we are actually defining this partial full adder as the internal module which will transfer the inputs of the particular full adders assigned signals of A, B and carry signal, which will generate the outputs of sum, propagate and generate signals. While coming into this carry generation, according to the basic mathematical model of these carry signals, we are writing this logic for C1 equal to G of 0 or P of 0 and C in. By substituting, we know this 4 equations, and here the thing is how to generate these P of 0, P of 1, P of 2, P of 3. Similarly, the generate signals G0 to G of 3. And we have the primary inputs of A0 to A3, B0 to B3, as well as one initial the carry input signal. For the first partial full adder, we are giving the inputs as A0, B0 and Cin, which is generating the outputs, the sum, propagate, generate signals, which are actually represented as S of 0, P of 0, G of 0. For the next full adder, the inputs are A of 1, B of 1, and the previous actual the carry input C1. Here C1 is actually calculated by using these 4 equations. We are parallelly generating the corresponding carry signal C1, C2, C3 and C out. See, these are the signals which are actually given as the primary inputs in addition to the A and B. And at that time we are generating its corresponding outputs, the sum as well as propagate and generate signals. And of course we have seen the VHDL is the concurrent execution of the statement, so that all the statements will execute simultaneously. And moreover, the problem of the data dependency or signal waiting in the non-binary full adders can be eliminated by using this carry look ahead adder. And for writing of this particular logic, see, we have to write 2 programs. See, one is for the major file or the program of this particular carry look ahead adder, and inside which we are actually writing one more program. See, that is the component parameter, that is partial full adder. See, this partial full adder is need to be included inside of this carry look ahead adder, and this carry look ahead adder is the top module, and inside which we have included this the component parameters. Now let us execute this program in order to verify its output, and we know how to run this program just by clicking on the run simulation behavioral model. Yes, we can enter into the timing waveform validation of its corresponding program. Here let us consider the inputs are C, the primary inputs are A and B, and Cin is the carry input, that is the additional and optional input. If we want to assign its values, we are free to assign, and based on these 3 we are going to generate the corresponding sum as well as its carry out pin. And C1, C2, C3 and this propagate signals and generate signals are intermediate signals. In order to compute the final carry out, these intermediate signals are needed. Now let us assign some random inputs to these signals. Here I am going to assign by using force constant. Here I am assigning, as A is 4-bit size, I am assigning the 4 ones as the input to the A, as well as even for the B also I am going to assign the same input 4 ones, and let us assign the carry input also I am assigning it as 1. See, nothing but now I am assigning 4 ones for the A, 4 ones for B, and carry in is also 1. What will happen when we add these 2 primary inputs as well as the carry? Let us verify it's the sum as well as the final carry out signal. And see here I am assigning the A as all 4 ones, nothing but inside all the signals are ones, while coming into the B the same 4 ones I have assigned here, and even the carry input, the primary carry is also I am assigning it as 1, and for which what is the actual output that we are going to generate is, if we observe, see, when you add initially for the A0 and B0 is 1 1, and for that first case we are going to add this carry input. That means we are adding for that first full adder, the inputs are 1 1 and 1, triple 1. See, when you add this triple 1, we will get the sum as 1, and as well as the corresponding carry is also going to become now 1. The same way, when we add the order of triple ones, okay, we are going to generate the same output 1, Okay, and finally we are going to generate the carry out also the same one value. And or else suppose if I give the input as 0, now if we observe this case, just the primary inputs two are A 4 ones, B is 4 ones. See, there is no carry signal we are providing, that means carry in is 0. Now when we add these two inputs, so 1 plus 1 is 0 and we are generating the carry 1. And the next full adder, we are having the carry as 1 and the two primary inputs are 1 1. So when you are adding triple 1, the sum is going to be 1 and the carry is going to generate as 1. The same way for all these three cases, we are going to generate the sum as 1 and additionally we are going to the same generation of the carry out. With this, I can conclude how to write the coding for the carry look ahead adder to save the propagation delay. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.